Chihiro acknowledges my man's Desahiko. Oh. Well, good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the Radiance. Tooling, Dave, Bravo, Dave, Anomaly, Makars. You know me as the man who is ready not to apologize. I got nothing to apologize for, but I did have a ukulele. But these people may be doing some sort of apologies with some sort of ukuleles. Welcome back to the well, that's not quite right. It's not a championship episode, but it could be in the Danganronpa Hunger Games. We have all of the teams here. Well, let me tell you. First of all, last night was a little bit of a Genshin Nuzlocke stream. And Twitch AV had a good time with it. He also did some shenanigans. It has a redeem that is, hey AV, play All I Want for Christmas Is You. And it's ridiculous. But during that, there was talk of ukulele apologies, and lo and behold, we have all the teams here today who I think would put together a ukulele apology. And so let's go for it. We got Dinner Party, Karumi and Kanji. We have Couples Counseling, Jotaro and Yuta. Three's Company Kotoko and Kotoka. High Flying as Kaito and Yosuke. They are both gonna like plot this thing. They're absolutely plotting it. Like, we have to make them love us again somehow. How do we do that? A ukulele apology. Mage Against the Machine. Himiko's not gonna want to do it. She's gonna say it's a pain. Official's gonna be in it for the theatrics. Made to Rule, Sonia and Camilla. Damnation. You better believe it's Queen's plot, and Kibo's unfortunately along for the ride. Monotaro and Hifumi. Once again, it's probably Monotaro's plot. Hifumi's probably there for the ride. Virtualos. It's definitely Big Junko tricking Miku into doing one of them. Snapshot sees My Hero and March 7th. Fashion Fraud with Samuki and Shiki. Turncoats with Haiji and Ruruka. Just Monica sees Monica and Monica. IT Club with Jiro and Futaba. Poor Unfortunate Soul sees does not see Too Sweet. They see Juzo and Kizakura. Too Sweet, however, sees Izio, and Iris is definitely one doing that. These two, I think, would do actually a very good apology. Kanon and Yunjin. Anything for Desahiko, the star. And Mukuro. Ghost Zone sees Corey and Amber. What I Go to School For. Sees Chisa and Kawakami. Time and Space Todd. Dr. Taichi and Fubuki. Ghostbusters. Panette loves to sing, and Gonta, I don't think he can play the ukulele with his big old beefy hands, but he can sure try. Crystal Clear sees Hero and Professor Layton. Gamble Pays Off sees Celeste and Halara. Stop Look and Listen sees Sophie and Ibuki. I'm sure it's going to be more of a apology jingle than a ukulele apology. Memory is Key sees Bajime and Yuma. Small Companion sees Gundam and Jill. Hello Nurse sees Mikon and Natasha. Tipping the Scales sees Chiaki and Fiorina. For our friends, Sayaka and Boss. Rebel Heart sees Mitrai and Joker. Big and Tall sees Daisaku and Crazy Yoko Extra Large. Praise and Aru sees Angie and Barbara. And Kaede and Haizo for Music Theory. And speaking of talking about things for the other AVs, we do have a little bit of a stream tomorrow, don't we? Yeah, I think that's right. I think Inferno is returning, isn't it? Well, I think that's the case. So let me give you guys a little bit of the rundown for a couple other things that will be going on this coming Inferno. As you might be able to deduce, we have Pablo here today. And that's not because Asner's still recovering. Asner is a multi-dimensional being, so he's still a little roughed up, but he wants to get his hands on the fiend who orchestrated all of this. It might have been a wish, but one person's to blame. Asner goes one-on-one, no holds barred, against the loser, the silly, stupid idiot, Gentleman Thomas. No holds barred. I can't wait to see him get chokeslammed again and again and again. And speaking of losers, Eggman lost his championship, but he wants to get right back on the right path. to getting it back. Eggman has experienced a journey, won the Rumble, won at AV Mania, but lost to a legitimate demon. So Eggman will be hosting an open challenge to get him back on the right track, but who will step up to that challenge, we'll have to wait and see. But that's not all, because I've got something incredible for you. All of you have been wondering about that Rumble. So let me talk to you. We have 10 entrants in this year's Rumble, and they will be revealed at Friday Night Inferno in a 10-man Rumble match. So get excited as 1/3 of the men's Rumble is revealed this Inferno, 1/3 of the female Rumble will be entered in this next Inferno, and make sure to enter your Rumble hopes and wishes into the link in the description. We have a whole bunch of stuff for you to enter right now. Your OCs, OC Revolution, OC Action. There's just a bunch of stuff to enter right now, so make sure to check out all the links in the description below. But we ain't done yet, so let's actually get on with the show. Here. First and foremost, we do have one more thing to do. It's just kosher round of the under these parts. So let's go ahead and do it in the
Danganronpa.
Hunger Games. Don't mind if I do, because I guess first and foremost, let's switch the music, because in 3, a 2, a 1. Your agents of chaos here at the top, eyeballing right next to them, dinner party. Couples Counseling wants this to be for the tag team titles, and they want to bring Mew in for the biggest apology possible. Will that happen? Let's find out. Let's see how this all plays out. The wheel, it doth spin, and let's see where it doth land. 15% we see it is all golden. And so, no title change. Not today. But the wheel doth grow for next time. And without further ado, I'm gonna get to your comments from last time. Make sure to make your picks first, second, and third. Last time we actually had a fun time in the comments, and you guys seem to have a fun time with it too. Make sure to go into last week's episode and update everybody on what your actual Pokemon was. Go ahead and do the big reveal, because I'm about to do mine right now. Nobody actually guessed my Pokemon. But let's talk about it for those who are watching and didn't watch last week. Last week I asked you to give a one-word description for a Pokemon. And, a lot of you did that, and it was a lot of fun, actually. It was a whole lot of fun. Here, let me open up this one. It was a whole lot of fun. We had a good time. Last week I gave the clue Dick, which a lot of you thought, I guess, not too hard about, because I think I might still have the Pokemon card on the ready. I sure do. I couldn't think of one on the spot, so I was like, I'll just pick a Pokemon card that I have on my desk, and I did. I said Dick because it was in relation to Moby Dick and my boy Wailord was my Pokemon. You guys had some incredible picks too. I've gotten some of them I'm unsure, but you guys are gonna have to go and update those. So go into last week's episode, make sure you update. I'll ask you guys a different question this time. Like opening an who gave the clue. Fluffy. A lot of us guessed sheep. An idea. No idea, so you're gonna have to update that one. Sneak was Anthony Subs. Unsure if it was correct or not, but let me see. Ryan still despises me, ThursdAvi. It's okay, Ryan. It's heel time, it's heel antics. You can't beat ThursdAvi, you can't beat the truest heels of all time. Yeah. And it was also the 5-year anniversary. There were a lot of actual happy 5 years, and thank you for that. I really love and appreciate you guys. Matthew Glover gave the one for for Harry, and it looks like Cherry Berry might have gotten it with Grimmsnarl. Mayhaps. There were some like good clues in here. Except for Arrows, Phoenix, not right, who says motherless, and that was clearly Cubone, so now everyone's crying in the chat. Ridiculous. XSP's was Beep. A lot of us guessed Porygon, Rotom, Charjabug, Magnemite. There were a lot of good guesses too. I thank you to everyone who participated, because I thought it was like a good time. It was a lot of fun, and a lot of you seem to have a lot of fun with it. Big props, but I'm not going to spend too much time on these, and I will pick the spiciest one. What do I think is the spiciest one? We'll give it to Moon Reaper this time, who just gives a very nice static, happy 5-year anniversary Danganronpa Hunger Games. I started watching the channel earlier this year, but man, this series gets crazy. Here's to 5 more years. Yeah, I think that's a good point. But once again, do go and update, because we got some of them. I think I got Lady Psychics, which was purple. I'm unsure. I don't think we got Thunders. Maybe we did. Just go through and update it, because, you know, we gotta go. We gotta peek. Or if you want to go back and you didn't get a chance to participate, go ahead and do some guessing in there. We just had a good time. Today, I don't know if I have an activity like last time. That one was just like a fun little Easter egg. I'd like to do something like that again before this season ends, because I think that was just a lot of fun and it was just a good time. So instead, this time, you know what? On the Discord, there was a fun question, because I opened a Starburst packet, and that Starburst packet had 2 strawberries in it. And I was like, oh my gosh, 2 back-to-back 5 stars? And then there was an image that was created. If I remember, I'll put it right here. I probably won't remember. So join the Discord and you might see it. And so that leads me to believe, and I don't just want like a ranking like of just the Starburst. Give me what you think is a 5-star candy, a 4-star candy, a 3-star candy, a 2-star candy, and a 1-star candy. That's what I want to know in the comments in addition to your guesses. Give me a small little ranking of like 5 candies, one that you love, one that's like alright, one that's mid, one that's like, I don't really like that, but I can tolerate it, and one that's just like, you know what, if I get this, it's going right in the trash. Nah. I'm gonna give you my 5 and my 1. And I might give you a mid too. What's my 5? My 5 is like a Snickers bar, because like, I don't think I had a Snickers bar until college, because I think younger me was just like, I don't think I would like that. But I tried one in college and I was like, oh, hold on, this slaps. 1-star, Almond Joy. You can toss those in trash. I really just don't like Almond Joys. For the 3-star, what's one that's like right down the middle that I don't mind? I think a 2-star might be Twizzlers. Cause like, Twizzlers are okay, but like, they're not like great, but like, I'll eat a Twizzler. I might give you just a whole like quick list, cause I can think of like a mid candy. 4-star, I'll give it to Reese's. There's nothing like just like a good Reese's. Also like a Reese's egg, in which case it might get bumped up to a 5-star. But like a normal Reese's cup, I'm gonna say is like a 4-star candy. And for like 3, probably a fruity candy. Skittles. I'll eat a good Skittle, and I'm okay with a good Skittle, but like sometimes if you like eat a couple Skittles, it just turns like into a mound of sugar in your mouth. I don't know. Those are my candy picks. Let's get into the game. For first, I'm gonna take the IT Club. I think they got it, and I think they're making the best Uke apology. Also, tell me who do you think would make the best Uke apology video. For second, I'm gonna take Memory is Key. And for third, I'm gonna take Tipping the Scales in hopes that Fiorina comes home and wins this game. That being said, let's get on with the action. Now let's roll the die. Pablo? One day we're gonna have to get you into, we gotta get you into the AWE. Would you like to fight Asnir? Maybe that would be a fun fight before Christmas thing. You versus Asnir? I think the people do want to see you. If Asnir's this dark entity, what would you be personified? You're a good boy. Let's find out. How many times are we simulating? We got Ooh. Are you a good boy? Cause that's a 1. That ain't that ain't too kosher under these parts. Let's scroll up. For all of these tributes, it's just one time, and I don't know how that's gonna play out, but it is just one time. So let's do it. No titles on the line, but a spot in the finale is. Who will be making it there? Let's proceed and let's find out as it all begins. The bloodbath, the horn bearers, they're sounding. Do it? Most excellent. Thank you, horn bearers. Thanks for doing your part. But as you see, we have to continue. So shall we do so? Let's do it. Kurumi clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Futaba cries in despair, accomplishing nada. Sayaka runs away from the cornucopia. Jotaro kills Chiaki as she tries to run. Cory's sick and tired, and that's why he's not here today. Monotaro finds a 64-pack of Cradle crayons inside of the cornucopia. Kotoko and Shiki immediately become friends. Crazy Uncle Extra Large and Iris fight for a bag. Iris strangles Crazy Uncle Extra Large with the straps and runs off. Himiko grabs the backpack, not realizing it's empty. Tsumugi breaks Kanon's nose for a basket of bread. Kibo runs away from the cornucopia. Kanji finds an ocarina in the cornucopia, plays that Rantaro wanted to kill him for, but the warm sound warms his heart. He spares Kanji. Joker grabs a shield inside of the cornucopia. Fubuki runs away from the cornucopia. Haiji, Mitarai, and Boss assist each other against the bust of weapons. Chiaki severely slices Ibuki with her sword. That seems like a KO to me. Amber gets down on one knee and proposes to Hiro. Hiro happily accepts, and the two happily skip away together from the cornucopia. Kaito grabs as many weapons as humanly possible in case a one was rolled today. Sophie refuses to fall into despair. Yunjin couldn't make it to today's game. She forgot to set her alarm. March falls into a pit and dies. Hey boy. Shiro grabs a shovel. Yuta just runs away from the cornucopia. Katoka finds an ocarina, plays it. Rantaro wants to kill her for it, but it sounds so good. She's got the ocarina fingers. She's wilding out here with it. Kaede opens the pack of gum. As she enters the arena, Kizakura, Camilla, and Furina appear from nowhere and ask for a piece. This is an interesting trio, and you're not gonna get a piece because Kaede is a monster heel. Daisaku was spacing out during the dice roll. Wonders if it landed on a 1. Well, would you look at that? Indeed it did. Sonya is the elusive ops in 11. Queens finds a wizard robe in the cornucopia, puts it on. Panette runs away from the cornucopia. Mahiru begins working a plan to overthrow Monokuma. Fun fact, a group of alligators is called a congregation. The doctor, rather, wants to be a preacher, lets the congregation of alligators loose into the arena. Big Junko receives a vision of her dying brutally at the hands of Heizo and Leighton. Well, they are both very sharp minds, so I guess it's very possible that together they could take out this giant Junko. But now she's okay. She sees that they're approaching, uses this foresight to avoid dying. Natasha scares Gundam away from the cornucopia. Halara runs away from the cornucopia. Nafumi smashes Joe across the face with a brick. Joe struggles off the blow. Angie runs away from the cornucopia. Fisher runs off too. Juzo runs away from the cornucopia. Monica sets off a bomb, killing Mikan, Ruruka, Kawakami, and Yosuke. Man, Hajime and Miku argue over their supplies. Yuma takes advantage of this and takes them both out. Man! Desico runs away from the cornucopia. Celeste enters the arena being skydiving. Izuyoi runs to the cornucopia and hides. For some reason I thought it said runs into the cornucopia and dies. Just immediately it's like, cornucopia, yes, gone. Barbara finds a cornucopia in the cornucopia. Monica stabs Mukuro repeatedly. And Gonta accidentally steps on a landmine. Oh man. Goodness gracious. We have to still go on to day 1 as Katoka. It was pretty, okay in the bloodbath until the very end when a bunch of them just perished. Katoka and Furina enter a rebuttal showdown. Well, that's interesting. Fisher puts cat ears on Mitarai, he's kinda cute actually. Haiji makes a tier list of all the other tributes. Monica's S rank, Iris is A rank, Kotoko is C rank, Amber's F rank, and Celeste didn't even make the list. Kibo is exposed to Daisaku's sensitivity aura, causing him to become more emotional. Queen and Chisa look for more people to become friends with. Kizakura teaches Tsumugi some fighting moves, little does he know. Or rather, little does Tsumugi know that Kizakura is teaching her wrong, as a joke. Joe's tied down to a table and forced to listen to Kaede's monologue about herself. Her monster hero monologue, and Joe dies of boredom. Man. Gundam. Kanon and Chihiro hold an intervention fight. AV's Dart's addiction, rather. Boss goes on a serial balloon popping spree. Shiki's allergies are so bad she needs the arena back to April. Well, let me tell you. Let me talk to you. I feel that. It is autumn allergy time. Hate to see it. Sonya planted some flowers around Hifumi's grave, and Hifumi screams from behind her, "Hello, I'm still alive." Sonya simply says, "For now." The rating pistol rates Yuma 42 points. Sophie confesses how much she has come to hate Futaba. Futaba runs away crying. Daisaku stabs Barbara with the sword, revives him with her whispering, then repeats the process until he's satisfied. Natasha and Big Junko want to raise the bar. In fact, they are the bar, where the bar is real high because that's a big old Junko. Panette shoots a poisonous dart into Izio's neck, slowly killing him. Yuta, Monica, Totaro, and Mayu talk about their explosives as Layden sets off a bomb, taking out Monotaro, Karumi, and Kaito. Oh my gosh, there's been a lot of bombs. Fubuki finds the remains of a Viking ship. The doctor discovers the river. Juzo finds the left half of Camilla's body. But where's the right half? Maybe it's in the future. Angie begs for Joker to kill her. He refuses, keeping Angie alive. Heizo asks if he can be entered into the World Pancake Championship Invitational, which, honestly, looking at who's in there already, should be... It's not time yet. There's still a couple of, like... really a couple spots before it's like a good chunk of people, but like soon. Himiko questions Hiro's sanity. Halara finds a bikini, puts it on. It's quite revealing. Wait, this is the wrong simulator. Oh well. Kanji asks Sayaka if Sayaka likes boats. Sayaka says no. Well, you know what? I think I'm starting to feel very fond of boats myself. We really like these day one arena events lately, don't we? Yeah. It's a flash sale. At Avi's worst and despairs. Celeste says, well, let me tip all of these aisles down, falling onto Fischl, Daisaku, and Queen in the process. Amber gets her leg on the automatic door. Futaba uses this opportunity to murder a trapped Amber. Panette buys a sick set of nunchucks. Oh my gosh, that's low-key kind of terrifying. Panette with nunchucks? She's about to hurt somebody. Monica gets fired from Avi's worst and despairs, running off crying. Fubuki works at Avi's, clocks out, and heads back to the arena. She's actually doing a very good job, guys. I didn't expect it. Monica buys a 6th set of nunchucks. Heidi tips over an aisle, which causes other aisles to fall like domino, taking out Heizo, the Doctor, and Yuma in the process. Kizakura gets a 50% discount on a 6th sword. Layden takes a free sample. He's allergic and perishes. Jotaro takes a free sample. Sayaka takes a free sample, but is allergic and perishes. Let me tell you, hers was poison. Iris and Kotoko fiercely snag coupons from the shelves. Hifumi works at Avi's, clocks out, heads back to the arena. Himiko and Sophie snag those coupons. Hiro takes a free sample. Big Junko tips over and out like domino. She reaches down, she's like... And then 3 people perish, them being Angie, Kibo, and Shiki in the process. Chiro and Kanan grab those coupons. Gundam shops till he drops dead. Kanji gets some nunchucks. Kaide takes too many free samples and is killed off by security. That's what a heel does. Mayu cuts Tsumugi in line. Tsumugi cuts Mahiru with a knife. Halara takes a free sample, is unfortunately allergic, and perishes. Chisa sees to the back room to find the bodies of Juzo and Joker. She runs out of the store terrified, without figuring out what happened back there. The world may never know. Natasha gets fired from Avi's Worst and Despairs and runs off crying. Kotoka gets a 50% discount on a 6th sword. Yuta gets fired from Avi's, runs off crying. Farina and Mitterite catch the most sales possible by teaming up. Boss gets her leg caught in the automatic door. Son uses the opportunity to murder a trapped boss, and Tatsuhiko gets his leg caught in the automatic door as well. We are down now 40 instead. These day one arena events, and the worst part is we have new arena events, but they have not popped up yet. And it's like I don't want to get rid of Avi's Worst and Despairs or like AV Mania, because those are like quintessential ones at this point. But well, we might have to remove them for a couple of episodes after this terrible turnabout this Claire de Lune 4. Chiaki, Kori, Crazy Oko Extra Large, Ibuki, Yunjin, March, Mikan, Ruruka, Kawakami, Yosuke, Hajime, Miku, Mukuro, Gonta, Joe, Barbara, Izuyoi, Monotaro, Karumi, Kaito, Camilla, Fischl, Daisaku, Queen, Amber, Heizo, the Doctor, Yuma, Layden, Sayaka, Kibo, Angie, Shiki, Gundam, Kaede, Mahiru, Halara, Juzo, Joker, Boss. And so, let's hear everybody's statuses with it. That was, I think that was half of the competition. Yeah, more than half? Yeah, we were at 28. That was a lot more than half, actually. We're basically down to a standard-sized game. Uh-oh. And with that, we actually have all of Couples Counting and all of Three's Company. Dinner Party Style has Kanji. Mage Against the Machine has Himiko. Made to Rule has Sonya. Hamtaro has Hifumi. Virtual Idols has Big Junko. Fashion Prod has Tsumugi. Turncoats have Haiji. Just Monica and the IT Club are completely in. Kizakura remains for the poor unfortunate souls. Iris 4, Too Sweet. Perfect Pitch has Kanon. Anything for Her still has Desahiko. What I Go to School For has Chisa. Time and Space has Fubuki. Ghostbusters still has Panette. Crystal Clear has Hero. Gamble Pays Off has Celeste. Stop, Look, and Listen has Sophie. Hello Nurse has Natasha. Tipping the Scales has Fiorina. Mitarai for the Rebel Hearts. Remain, and that is all she wrote. 28 remain. 18 more into your saving grace picks. I guess a couple handfuls more until it's probably feast time, but for right now, oh boy, these big ol' events, my gosh. Night 1 begins with Samugi, Panette, Chisa enter a scrum with Natasha, Chihiro, and Monica arguing on who the best girl in Danganronpa is. Himiko and Desahiko invite everyone to a super kick party, hitting everyone with some sweet chin music. They got kicks for days, one after another, all throughout the night. Desahiko, my mans. Furino, ain't afraid of no ghost. I believe Furina's probably afraid of some ghost. Futaba finds a stash of pancakes that Avi hypothetically hinted at. Hygiene afraid of no ghost. Iris is fairly terrified by some ghost. You would think not. She's in all of this occult. You would think that she'd be like, oh, ghost? Ooh, spooky. Actually, she's probably terrified. Yuta tries to stay up all night to cast a mastermind but falls asleep. Kanan dyes her orange. Big Junko experiences the effects of Wednesday V breaking the time-space continuum. Those effects are death. Now hold on. Wait, we fixed that though. Right? Right? Kotoko was so desperate to kill Sayaka this game, she creates a clone out of her and killed said clone. That's why we like the Kotoko family. Monica execute. Celeste wants to buy Hafumi's Gamer Girl bathwater. Well, this seems topsy-turvy. Hafumi destroys Celeste for acting like a degenerate male. Well, this seems super duper backwards. Mitra is ready for AV Mania. Will proceed one more again to day 2. As Monica hates how she acted in the past and disgusted by what she did in the past, Monica wants to move past this phase in her life and actively become a better person. It's when stuff like that happens to a character who has done some not so great things that you're like, huh, you like to see it. Chisa receives pancakes from AVs, you're dang right, but when I go to school for, Iris tries to find every Monokuma on the school grounds. Desahiko tells Kanji that he's not a clown but the entire circus. Furina starts a cult. Samugi, Yuta, Haiji, and Chihiro happily join. Yeah, me too. Mitrai falls into a pit but somehow lives. Panette mails AV some brand new socks. It is the holiday sock season. Jotaro brains Kotoko with a dumbbell. Kotoko finds her body and messes around with it for fun. Now hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Futaba teaches Sophie some fighting moves. Little does Sophie know that Futaba is teaching her wrong rather as a joke. Kizakura is being a clown. Kanon is ready for the Year of the Hero. Sure, I guess. Sure, I guess. I mean, she thinks that he's not the worst. Natasha takes Himiko to Suplex City. Just like Brock Lesnar took Gentleman Thomas to Suplex City, breaking his back and destroying him forever. Until he returned, only to get destroyed again. And in Inferno, he will get destroyed again. Yeah. Fun fact, Monica is specifically here just to suffer. Fubuki gets drenched in honey, but unfortunately she is allergic and dies. Being allergic to honey sounds awful, by the way. Honey's great. Sonia sets up an ice cream stand. Fumi comes to join as Sonia's faithful assistant. We didn't lose a ton, but we did lose 4. And we will give them their due. It's a Clear Loon 4. Big Junko. Celeste, Kotoka, Fubuki. And that actually brings us to a standard-sized game. We had 24 and we have dipped, we had 28 and now we dipped down to 24. We have Kanji from Dinner Party, Couples Counseling completely in, Three's Company with Kotoko, Mage Against the Machine Himiko, Made to Rule Sonia, Hamtaro still has Hafumi, Fashion Fraud has Samugi, Turncoats have Haiji, Just Monica and IT Club still holding on to their full teams. Too Sweet has Iris, Perfect Pitch still has Kanon, Anything for Her still has Desahiko, What I Go to School For has Chisa, Ghostbusters with Panette, Crystal Clear rather, still has Hero. That reminds me of, what was it? Crystal Lakes? Crystal Cove from the, from one of those Scooby-Doo series. I think it was Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. That was a good one. Some people are gonna get it. I get it. Stop, Look, and Listen, Sophie. Tipping the Scales has Farina. Hello Nurse still has Natasha. Rebel Heart still have Mitrai. And we still have a game to get on the road. So, let's do just that. As we proceed, we see Night 2 beginning with Farina tucking Futaba into bed, giving her a goodnight kiss. However, it's a little Lost Dimension action, which sees Haiji, Iris, Kanji, Chihiro, Desahiko, Totaro, Monica. Kanan, Monica, Hiro, and Natasha are forced to vote on which of them is a traitor, and have that traitor be executed. Kanan is voted as the traitor and is turned to dust. Alright, I'm good. Let's proceed. Himiko starts a beef with American President James K. Polk. Deserved. Yuta fires a truth bullet at Chisa that exposes her lies and pierces her heart. She is not alive. Truth bullets are dangerous. Panette sets up camp for the night. Tsurugi sets up camp for the night as well. Hifumi develops an irrational fear of Mitarai after having a nightmare about him. Kotoko fiercely shakes up a can of soda, pops the tab, blasting Sonia in the face with a stream of soda. Sophie has a dream in which Kizakura is winning? Is it a premonition or something? It's possible, but is it going to be the truth? As day 3 begins, Jotaro collects fruit from a tree. Futaba asks Hifumi if he likes boats, leading Hifumi go into a tirade about how much he loves boats. Futaba dies of boredom. Chihiro acknowledges my man's Desahiko. Haiji finds a fedora and puts it on. Kotoko suddenly yells out, "Haiji the platypus!" Sophie says something wrong, and Natasha calls him a foolish fool. Sonia offers to sell her friendship to Kizakura. Monica rests on her fruit tree. Iris beats Yuta with a ladder. Name a more iconic trio than Kanji, Young Mitarai, and Himiko. Both Kanji and Young Mitarai have had, like, journeys to loserdom to actual meaningful victories. In the AWE, Himiko is not, but maybe she will. Maybe she wants to have a magic fight. I don't know. Hiro and Panette play tricks on Furino while Tsurugi steals from her room and Monica dies from an infection. I think we just lost 3? 4. I must have forgotten about one of you. But that does bring us to a solid 20 after this Claire de Lune 4. Kanan, Chisa, Futaba, Monica. And I for sure almost read her name as just Monica. We proceed again, 20 remain. I don't think we need to go through the whole set this time. We'll just do a slow scroll. Some teams got out because of that, but we still have teams completely in. Do we have teams completely in? I think that might have actually gotten rid of all of our teams that are completely in now that I think about it, yeah? No, except for couples counseling. And you know what? I don't blame them because their team, when you think about it, will proceed. Iris questions their sanity. Fumi's ultimate move is now fully charged. Tsurugi throws a party at her shelter and invites Kanji, Chihiro, and Sophie. It turns sour though when they all start arguing over what song should be playing through the speakers. Y'all, it's gotta be, It might have to be this song. At least once. Mitarai tells Furina, "This is great, it's just you mean this brick wall you built between us." Natasha's in the ashes of children dead souls, asked the ghosts if honor matters. The silence was their answer. Panette decided it was a good idea to nosedive a polar bear preparing for hibernation. The horror. Not a good idea. Yuta enters Haiji's mind. It was a pleasant trip. Sonya uses night vision goggles to navigate the arena. Kotoko tells Himiko, "This is great, it's just you mean this brick wall you built between us." Jotaro gets a hold of my soundboard. He gets struck down for copyrighted music. Desugo's allergies keep waking him up. Kizakura misses playing meeting with Monica, has a sad feeling in his chest, and Hiro thinks about winning as we proceed again. It is day 4, and we see some people perish. Furina receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. The rating pistol rates Kotoko 92 points. Alright. Himiko throws a pebble in anger in a straight series of events. It causes a small landslide, killing Mitarai, Sophie, and Haiji in the process. Rest in peace to those 3. As Kizakura is pricked while thorns while picking berries, Tsurugi pushes Hiro off of a cliff during a knife fight. Rest in peace to you. Sonya eats dirt, yum, and Hifumi is sick and tired of playing nice. And for the first time in Ordeal, we see somebody turn heel, and that heel, welcome to the heel side, is Hifumi. Surprisingly enough, I didn't think he had it in him. But I guess Hifumi has made a heel turn. Kanji isn't willing to live on this planet anymore. Chihiro hopes that Evie doesn't jinx him. Desahiko rests in a fruit tree. Shitaro, his phone rings. There's no caller ID. It's just Monica on the other line. It's like, hello. Insulting him. Yuta finds a violin, begins to play it horribly, much to Iris' frustration, and Natasha searches for all the Evie clones that she hasn't met yet. We have lost another 5 this time, not 4. At the end there, we saw that 5th one. It was Hiro. And after this, Claire de Lune 4. Panette, Mitarai, Sophie, Haiji, Hiro. That brings us down to 15, right? See everybody's statuses, I believe that's 15. That is indeed 15. We still have Tag Team Champion Kanji potentially for the fan vote. Couples counseling completely in. Three's Company stars Kotoko. Mage Against the Machine has Himiko. Made to Rules has Sonya. Hamtaro for Fumi, the heel. Fashion Fraud has Samugi. Just Monica has Monica. Icy Club has Chihiro. Too Sweet has Iris. Anything for Her has Desahiko. Furina still tipping the scales. And Hello Nurse still has Natasha. That is all she wrote, but our final 15 will commence and it will proceed. Right now, we will likely see the feast this turnaround. Let's see. Ooh, we will more than likely see the feast, but let me tell you, we're seeing a lot of people perish. As Kizakura unleashes his ultimate move, it devastates Himiko, Samugi, and Furina. I think 3 real frontrunners in this competition. Iris finds a stereo plus presses play. Those sick beats are unfortunately her execution music. She dies horribly. Desahiko screams into the void. Natasha steals Jotaro's first kiss. Kotoko watches the new Mischief Rats runs by. Kotoko runs off before they get any ideas. Hifumi, Chihiro, and Yuta enter a scrum debate with Sonya, Monica, and Kaiji. They are able to hop in first. AV no longer making typos or Kanji getting a W. Let me tell you. Once again, I have not made like a serious character creating typo in a long time. It is long past the days of the Skuras and the Mikyus and the Kotokas. Nowadays, we're just running things. Kanji also is a champion right now, and he's winning the AWE. But once again, we have the feast and the cornucopias replenish with food, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes families. Kotoko and Kanji get into a fight over raw meat, but Kanji gives away Kanji runs away and gives up. Hifumi discovered all the lore on Slugmaface. His life is now complete. Monica takes a stab lead on the cornucopia. Kizakura decides not to attend the feast. Desahiko sets out on explosive, taking out Yuta, Natasha, and Sonya. Jaro stuffs a bundle of drop clothing into a backpack before sprinting away, and Chihiro bleeds out due to untreated injuries. We are down to just a few left, and as we proceed, that few gets fewer as Hifumi goes hunting. Kanji, Jotaro, Kizakura corner Monica, but she's able to escape with a grappling hook. Desahiko wants Avi to give Donuts a chance. Y'all know I love donuts. Absolutely. And Kotoko does a sick kickflip sick. We are down to our final 7 unless there's some sort of arena event. There's not. Okay, good. I was a little bit worried. Final 7. It is a Claire de Lune, our last Claire de Lune of the episode 4. Himiko, Samugi, Furina, Iris, Yuta, Natasha, Sonya, Chihiro. Well, it's your final 7. 1 in 7 shot to every single person for their teams today. But who's gonna come out on top? Do you need some new picks? You might. You might. I don't know. There's also a couple popular teams in here still. So we'll see just if you need some new picks here. With me, right now. How about we make them your, saving grace picks. We still have one of our champions and one of our Agents of Chaos. We have Kanji from Dinner Party and Couple Counseling Jotaro, which I think is very fascinating. Fair enough. Three's Company, in fact, one person from each of the first 3 teams listed, Kotoko, remains for her sisters. As we scroll down, the newly heel Hifumi could win this fight by cheating with the best of them? I would be proud. Just Monica has Monica still in. Will Monica be able to come through in this one? She may have been deleted somewhere else, but right here, right now, she could come out as your victor. Desahiko, he proved he's got his worth in preseason. He's trying to do it again for her and for his team. Will we be able to do such a thing? We'll have to wait and see. And lastly, Kizakura, who I skipped right over, is still here for the poor unfortunate souls. As we know, Tengen's teams have a tendency to win games pretty often. But will Kizakura be able to keep that streak for him? Let me know, first, second, and third. I'm gonna make my picks right here, right now. You make them in the description. Nope, don't do that. Stay out of my description. You make them below. Oh man, in the comments below. I'm gonna make mine as well. Give me Desahiko for first. That's just my mans, you guys. That's my mans. For second, I'll take Kotoko, and I'm gonna take our tag team champions Kanji for third for Dinner Party. Those are my picks. Will I jinx them horribly? I don't know, but you know what? I'm gonna re-pick real quick. Give me the heel Hifumi for first. I'll take Kotoko for second, I'll take Kanji for third. Give me the heel Hifumi. The heel squad's about to win this thing. Iris turned heel. Kaede's a monster heel. Now Hifumi's joining the ranks of the heels. Oh, I can't wait to see what kind of shenanigans will unfold then. But for right now, it's your final seven rather. And they're all going strong with the same pulse, determination, perhaps even the same fate as that of a samurai woman. Let's go on through final 7 and we'll proceed to see. Night 5 begins with Kotoko saying, you know what? Forget that. It's a Megalovania time. Kizakura signs a petition to change American football to yeet ball. Jaro questions his sanity. Desaiku made a banquet for Hifumi and Monica. The food was terrible. In active rage, Hifumi uses his god of destruction abilities to erase Desaiku from existence. It's odd because I had picked Desaiku and then I went back on it to pick Hifumi instead. Because that's the powers of the heel, baby. As Kanji receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, we are down to your final 6, and that 6 then becomes 5, because your heel, Hifumi, finds a magical staff brimming with arcane energy. Using a spell of his own, he kills Kanji. For a moment, Kizakura thought he saw Jonko, and Omama obviously was just seeing things, right? Kotoko still can't wait to kill Sayaka this game, and Jotaro chops down a tree which falls onto Monica, killing her. Deleting her from this game. 3 are down, 4 remain. In this tag team match, we see a Claire de Lune 4. Oh, I'm sorry, it's actually a terrible turnabout 4. Desahiko, Kanji, Monica. Truly tragic, but we still have 4 remaining, and one of them, your Agents of Chaos, one of them, Kotoko, one of them, your heel Hifumi, and one of them, Kizakura, for the poor unfortunate souls. Which of these 4 will come out on top, I'm not sure, but between Jotaro, Kotoko, Hifumi, and Kizakura, they're all coming. We would like to hold within our final 5, a crises of fate. Let's do it. Final 4. Let's see how it all plays out. Who will go on for their team? Let's proceed to see. In anyone else's hands, a microphone's just a microphone. In Kotoko's hands, it's a pipe bomb. Hifumi thinks he's the protagonist. In actuality, Jataro's the protagonist. Hifumi is a quirky comic relief character. Kizakura spent all of his perks maxing out on luck. Will he be lucky in the next round, though? We see that he may be, because he's gotten out the heel today. Kotoko and Jotaro trade talents, and Kizakura throws a knife into Hifumi's head. Our heel has failed. I guess we can give him a terrible turnabout. Hifumi, you gotta do better than that if you're gonna represent us heels. We'll see how it plays out for you though. Jotaro, Kotoko, and Kizakura, two warriors of hope versus an adult. Will they team up just briefly to take out Kizakura, or will something else happen? That I'm not sure about. It's still a crisis of fate between couples counting, Three's Company, and poor unfortunate souls. Next round we could have a winner, and next round sees Kotoko says a swear word. Kizakura covers Jotaro's ears. Nothing yet. Nobody perishes, but with this next round we see we're down to your final 2 as Kizakura performs the Nori tradition of making Jotaro 5 clothes after they meet, and Kotoko dies from an infection. We are down to Kizakura versus Jotaro. Will couples counseling pull off another victory, or will Kizakura win for Team Tengen? And Tengen actually won in singles action recently, so I mean, like, hello, wait a minute. For right now, it's a quick terrible turnabout for Kotoko. Made it far, but just missed out on that W for the sisters, for the trio. But now it's a final 2. And between Jotaro and Kizakura, I have to ask you just one question. That question, it will be, who? Will it be Jotaro, Kizakura? Kizakura trying to carry on for the man who won in singles action just last week for Tengen. Trying to carry on for the man who's got the fist of fury, Juzo. Can Kizakura win for these poor unfortunate souls, or will it be Carrying on for the couple, the counselor himself, Jotaro. A man of many tag team victories, a man of many tag team titles. Will Jotaro be able to win this one? And if he does, imagine if it had been for the Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Championships, we would have seen a chaos transferal. But instead, we could see, a essential security. A line of security, a measure of security, because if they win, they're guaranteed to be in the finale, so they can reign chaos all they want. Will it be Jotaro? Kizakura? Jotaro. Couples counseling. Poor unfortunate souls. Let's find out. Both or neither, we see. Kizakura dies from hypothermia. In the final 3, Jotaro didn't have to lift a finger. The elements, disease, did it for him. So as we proceed, we can say with certainty that the man of many tag team victories claims another one, your winner. Your Agents of Chaos essentially have a guarantee at the finale, making them even more dangerous. They can reign chaos every single episode, knowing that in the finale they got one more shot thanks to Jotaro. Mew and Yuta and couples counseling move on to the finale. Well, what can I say? Jotaro, he's kind of just a mad lad when it comes to tag team action. You never, so like, you know when we say we never count out Chihiro, we never count out Mew. When it comes to tag team action, you never count out Jotaro either. You never count that man's out. If they reign chaos, or rather when they reign chaos, more than likely, you need to watch them, because Jotaro's going to be in that episode, and he's already won once this season, as you can see as we bring up that bracket. Couples counseling are there. Don't be surprised if they somehow pull it off again, because I believe they most definitely could. If anyone can do it, it's couples counseling, comprised of these 3 dominant forces. That being said, Kizakura had 2nd place, Kotoko had 3rd, Hifumi was 4th, Monica in 5th, Kanji 6th, Detsuhiko in 7th, Chihiro 8th, Sonya 9th, and rounding off your top 10 was Natasha, as we scroll all the way down to see our episode. We didn't have a ton of people today, not a ton. What was it, 60? Almost 69. If chaos had reigned, it would have been 69 folks. Jotaro could have won. Mew would have been like, I won with 69 people in the game. Yeah. We would never hear the end of it. And that would be the heel thing to do, yeah. That being said, we'll proceed. You know what I have to say? You know what? They are losers. Couples counseling. Everyone else here sucks, but you know, they did okay. They did pretty okay. It all started with Jotaro taking out Chiaki as she tried to run. He was even the first kill, and he lasted until the very end, but didn't have to lift a finger here at the end. In fact, as we go back to the placements real quick, he only had 3 KOs. Kotoko almost, if Kizakura, or rather if Jotaro died like Kotoko instead, Kotoko could have a pacifist victory here at the end. Despite wanting to kill Sayaka all the game. I think Sayaka getting out in 39th during that arena event had Kotoko lose all the will to kill. Which is really funny. That being said, here's our statistics. Detsuhiko, Hifumi, Kizakura, and Monica all had 4. Himiko, Jotaro, and Professor Layton had 3. Yuma and Tsurugi with 2. Everyone else with 1 or none. But our real headline here is couples counseling. They take a W. Your Agents of Chaos will definitely be fighting for the tag team titles at the end of the season. But will they get it on the way? That is a distinct possibility, especially as that wheel grows and grows. So, I guess let's call it close. Tomorrow is, go back to the reaping, Friday Night Inferno. Get excited, get ready for it, because it's TikTok. Time is ticking. It's almost that time. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are too. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Until then, ThursdAvi will be there tomorrow. He sucks. He's awful. But now he has to deal with another heel, doesn't he? Hifumi, go ahead and give ThursdAvi a hard time. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.